friends, welcome back to Food Prep Guide. Today we're just have a quick video announcing our Black Friday deals. They are live right now. We're doing something different this year than we have ever done before. We have put together starter kits to fast track a skill that you have been wanting to learn. Maybe you've been wanting to learn how to can or dehydrate or grow your own food or build your food storage. If there is a skill that you have really been wanting to learn that you have been putting off for whatever reason, this is your opportunity to save big on it. Our starter kits include free products where we are going to teach you how to do whatever that skill is, but then also equip you with actionable tools to help make that skill easier. We have 7 starter kits that we have put together this year. I'm going to walk you through all of them. But what you need to know is that the link for you to see all of the details is down in the description box. If you have trouble accessing the description box on your device, go ahead and comment Black Friday in the comments and I'll send you the link that way. Okay, I have all sorts of books and products here. If you've been curious about what some of our resources look like on the inside, I'm going to do a little bit of flip throughs and give you kind of a sneak peek that way, and just let you know what each bundle includes. Okay, let's go right into it with the first starter kit, which is the Food Prepper Starter Kit. This is going to include what I would consider our flagship product, which is our food prep guidebook, and it also is going to include the quick start plan. So the food prep guide teaches you how to put together your own plan to save money in the core areas of kitchen and cooking and gardening and then your preservation skills. The quick start plan is like if you want to get things in your food storage really fast before really taking the time to digest all this and study it and piece together everything yourself, that's what the quick start plan does. So when you purchase the Food Prepper Starter Kit, you're going to get this and the quick start plan plus all 3 of our food storage meal plans. That is, I cannot even believe that. We are going all out this year. But our food storage meal plans, we have a beef, a chicken, and a meal in a jar edition. Those are dried foods. They are, a lot of them are just add water type meals, and a lot of them are piecing together, like the meal in a jar is all dried goods, but then like the beef and the chicken, that's mixing together different preserved foods, whether it's a can of chicken and then your jar of the ingredients that you prepped that we show you in that resource. Another thing I wanted to know is that all of these starter kits are a mixture of items that will be shipped to your door and items that are only available as a download PDF, like an ebook, something that you print at home. But on that page, on our Black Friday page, we detail exactly what is going to ship to your door and what you will need to print at home yourself. So go ahead and check out all those details if you are interested in that. One quick thing that I wanted to show you about our food prep guidebook, if you have not heard or if you have not seen it before, we walk you through, like I said, each of the key steps of becoming more self-sufficient, really. So it starts like in our pantry, it starts in gathering food storage, but then it goes into growing our food and then preserving that food, whether we grew it ourselves or whether we are bulk buying from the store and canning it or dehydrating it. There's chapters for all of that in this book. But one of the things that I really, really love about this book is that it's also kind of a workbook within a book. So when we teach you how to inventory and pantry and organize and rotate and all of that through your food storage, we also give you little worksheets and trackers and charts and stuff inside the book that you can actually write in. So it's like kind of like a workbook inside of a book where we give you some actionable tools to help you carry out what you just learned about. So that's one of my favorite parts about that book. So that is going to be our Food Prepper bundle. The next bundle or starter kit is our Meal Planner Starter Kit. This is going to be for you if you have been wanting to meal plan. Maybe you've tried it in the past and haven't been able to stick to it consistently. That was my issue. I tried it so many times to meal plan and failed miserably because I was making it harder on myself, to be completely honest with you. But inside our Meal Planner Kit, you're going to get my personal once monthly meal planning system. It is an online course. And you have lifetime access for as long as the course exists. It is self-paced. You can move through it at your own pace. But when you enroll in the meal planning class, which is the main teaching of the meal planner bundle, you are also going to get our monthly meal plan calendar and our rice in jars book. That is a printable PDF, and it is basically meal prepping your side dishes, which is one of the aspects that we teach inside the course, is to meal prep your side dishes as much as possible so that you can focus your brain power on the main meal. So that's why that one is included in that. Okay, the next starter kit is the Gardener's Bundle. This one is going to be for you if you want to learn how to garden. Now, I would say the absolute most comprehensive course that we have on gardening is our Sprout to Supper course, which is the last starter kit, and we will get to that in a minute. But if you just want to get started growing something as absolutely fast as possible without really having to know it all, and I completely understand that that is a very valuable and way to garden, is just to focus on one thing, which is why we did our Sprout to Supper guides for tomatoes and potatoes. The Gardener's Bundle includes these two books shipped to your door. And what they do is, it's called Sprout to Supper because not only do we teach you everything, and I mean everything, that you need to know to grow potatoes and tomatoes, we teach you what to do with the harvest, how to can it, how to dehydrate it. We even include 1 or 2 recipes for how to use them in their preserved forms. So that's why it's called Sprout to Supper. We take you all the way from seed in the ground to serving it on a plate to your family. So the Gardener's Bundle includes these 2 books shipped to your door, and then you get our companion planting garden plans for free, and our succession planting tracker for free. So what that is if you want to garden in a way where you have a harvest coming in about every 2 weeks, our succession planting tracker is going to help you plan that out and then track it. Both of those 2 things are PDF downloads. You print them off. Here's what one of the pages of the companion planting garden plans looks like, that you get for free with the Gardener's Starter Kit. This is our example Salad Delight. It shows you the spacing of each thing, what you're going to plant, how much or far apart you need to space them. And then there's these little tips about like what each type of plant is known for, as far as why we're putting them together. Why are we companion planting these 2 things? There's just little tips sprinkled throughout. And then the diagram showing you exactly how to lay out your garden bed. These are laid out, I believe it is 8-foot beds by 4-foot beds. They might be 4-foot by 4-foot. No, they're rectangles for sure. So 8-foot by 4-foot, I believe. But the important thing to note is if your garden bed is bigger, you double it or multiply it. If your garden bed or row is smaller, cut it in half. So that is the Gardener's Bundle. The next one is the Dehydrator's Starter Kit. The Dehydrator Starter Kit, if I'm allowed to say it, is probably my favorite starter kit out of this whole series because it is loaded and jam-packed with value. If you have been wanting to make your own shelf-stable foods, but maybe you are just not quite ready to can yet. Maybe you're not quite ready to learn how to work with a pressure canner, work with a water bath canner. The Dehydrator Starter Kit is for you. So you get the Dehydrating Masterclass. That is an online self-paced course, lifetime access for as long as the course exists. It's going to walk you through everything you need to know to dehydrate your own food. On top of that, you're going to get our Mix in Jars cookbook shipped to your door. So our Mix in Jars cookbook, you can purchase any of the ingredients in this. A lot of them are pantry ingredients: flour, sugar, baking soda, salt, those types of things. But there are some ingredients that are going to be like tomato powder or dehydrated bell peppers or something like that. And you can absolutely purchase those items on Amazon, but you can save even more money by dehydrating them yourself, which is why we put this cookbook inside of our Dehydrator Bundle Starter Kit. So you get the class that teaches you how to dehydrate, and then you get a cookbook to really put that knowledge into action fast. You're also going to get our dehydrated food conversion chart, which is going to help you build your own library of, okay, this amount of tomatoes produced this amount of dehydrated tomatoes. And then we also provide a little chart for you as well. You're also going to get all of the labels that come with the Mix in Jars cookbook for free. So inside the Dehydrator Starter Kit, you're getting the Christmas gift tags, which allow you to make your mix in jars and turn them into cute little gifts with gift tags so that your gift recipient knows how to make the jar that you give them. They know how to turn that into a meal for them, or a snack or a dessert, whatever. There's all sorts of recipes in that cookbook. You are also going to get the printable mason jar labels that go on the lid of the mason jar. I didn't have those. I didn't print those out. But it's a circular labels that go on top of your jar, and so that you in your own kitchen, you don't have to dig out your cookbook every time you want to make some onion dip from your onion soup mix. It's right there on the label. Okay, so you're getting those two things for free. And the last one that you're going to get for free is the Food Storage Meal Plan Meal in a Jar Edition. We chose that to throw in for free in this starter kit because it uses all dehydrated foods. There's a lasagna helper, there is a lentil tacos, there's a tomato pasta primavera, did I say taco soup? But there's all of those recipes use dehydrated foods, and you can save so much money by dehydrating them yourself, which you'll be able to do once you go through that course and learn how to do it all. Okay, that's my favorite. So the next bundle and starter kit is going to be the Canner's Starter Kit. Y'all. I cannot overestimate, or overstate, I should say, how important I think it is to know how to can. Even if we are not in a situation where we don't have access to canned goods at the food store because they're either out of stock or overpriced, or whatever the case may be, let's pretend everything stays status quo, everything is fine. Canning your own foods, you know exactly what goes into them, and if we're all being honest with ourselves, we don't know what's inside those food items at the grocery store in a lot of cases. They're doing some pretty sketchy stuff to our food, okay? And when you can your own foods, whether you grow it yourself or whether you source the whole food straight from the farm or the farmer's market, and you can can it, you can fill your pantry with so many things, and it doubles as meal prep. For instance, canned shredded potatoes, or canned potato chunks. Like, you don't have to sit there and peel the potatoes. It's done. Just drain it, put it in your recipe, and move on with your recipe. It doubles as meal prep. If you don't know how to can, I highly recommend that 2026 is the year you make it happen, and our Canner's Starter Kit can help. You are going to get our Canner's 101 Masterclass, again, online, self-paced, move through it at your own rate, and then you are going to get our Meals in a Jar cookbook shipped to your door. So this is going to be like, you are going to gain the knowledge that you need to learn how to can safely, and then you're going to have a cookbook to help you get off to the races and fill your pantry with meals that can be ready in 30 minutes or less, because you've already put in all the prep work, and all you have to do is dump your jar and heat it and serve it over rice or mashed potatoes or on top of a sweet potato, or just whatever you want to do. So you're going to get the canning class, which is online, and the Meals in Jars book shipped to your doorstep. You will also get our canning inventory and cheat sheet pack. That's a PDF download, and it's going to help you keep track of your canned inventory. But there's a water bath canning cheat sheet and a pressure canning cheat sheet. These are things that you can print out, that you can see I've got a bunch of stuff taped to the inside of my cabinets here. And you can just reference and quickly remember, what are the steps for water bath canning? What are the steps for pressure canning? Little cheat sheets that you can print out and put inside your cabinet door. That's included for free. Okay, so the last, or not last one, but the second to last one is going to be our cookbook starter kit or cookbook bundle. This is going to be all of the cookbooks that we currently have. You're going to get the Meals in Jars canning cookbook. You're going to get the Mix in Jars pantry mix cookbook. The layout is the same for these, so you're going to have your recipe that shows you how to make the item, and then on the other page you're going to get the how to make it up. So this is Italian dressing mix, it's a dry blend. Then this other page shows you how to turn it into Italian dressing. I'll show you inside the Meals in Jars cookbook. Let's see, here's a pot pie, beef pot pie. So how to can beef pot pie on this side, and then how to make beef pot pie on this side using that jar that you canned up. So that's how the layout works. All of the recipes are like that in our cookbooks. You will also receive our Rice in Jars cookbook, although that is PDF download only. And those are, again, basically meal prepping side dishes that are rice based. Okay, so next, you will get Again, the Christmas gift tags and the mason jar labels, you're going to get those for free. When inside the cookbook bundle, you will get all of the labels, all of the gift tags that are associated with mixing jars. You're going to get those for free inside the cookbook starter kit. Okay. So last but not least, I briefly mentioned it at the beginning of this video, is our Sprout to Supper course. It is the ultimate bundle. It is everything that we teach and encourage and promote on this channel is inside this course in a very logical format where it walks you through how to plant things, how to grow things, what do you do with the harvest, how do you can, how do you dehydrate, and then how do you meal plan with all of that stuff that you've gathered, all that stuff that you've grown and preserved, and then how to cook it. So it takes you all the way through that. It is an online self-paced course. Move through it at your own rate, and it is $100 off as part of this big Black Friday bundle sale. So this is by far the biggest promotion I believe we have ever done, and I'm super duper excited about it. I hope y'all take advantage of it, especially if you have been putting off a skill because you feel like you just don't have time, or maybe the educational costs have been too high, or maybe you're a little bit scared because canning a little bit can be scary when you first get started, or maybe you just haven't really felt the need to. But I highly recommend that if you don't know how to grow your own food, or if you don't know how to make use of really good deals in the store, or if you only have a 2-week supply in your pantry and you really need to bump that up to 1 month or 3 month or 6 month supply, all the way up to 1 year supply, all of these starter kits are going to help you achieve that. So remember to comment Black Friday if you want the link sent directly to you. Otherwise, it will be in the description box. The sale runs through Cyber Monday at midnight. Okay, that's all for today, and we'll see you next time. Bye.